Pew found that in 2024, 76% of Black Americans said strengthening the economy should be a top priority because we're concerned about our money. 79% of Black people said improving education should be a top priority. They said 68% said reducing crime should be a top priority. This is where Black America's priorities are. So yes, racism matters. It matters. But money matters more. Education matters more. Crime prevention matters more. Safety matters more. Families matter more. Living in an ordered society matters more. And that's how a lot of Black people really feel about this whole situation. We don't like it. We know Trump brought in a whole bunch of racism. And whether you think he's racist or not, the goddamn racists think he's a racist. So that's all that matters. But we've dealt with racism before, haven't we? Black America, have we been dealing with racism how many years now? We still here. We survived it. What's more dangerous? A soft, smiling, political version of damage that claims to love Black people while pursuing policies that weaken our families, destroy our discipline, flood our communities with dependency, replace our political leverage, excuse Black criminality, and then tell us to keep voting the same way while our outcomes keep getting worse? Is that better? See, here's the thing. Black people have become a lot more politically sophisticated. And Black people are realizing that running back to the Democrats every time somebody says something racist is not a strategy. You can't stop people from saying offensive words in a free society. That's why it's called a free society. The answer to overt racism is not political panic. The answer is insulation. Listen to me. You're learning something. We fight racism the same way our ancestors fought racism. We fought it through education. We fought it through ownership. We fought it through culture. We fought it through family. We fought it through Black churches. We fought it through HBCUs and entrepreneurship and discipline and having our own institutions. See, our ancestors dealt with it way worse overt racism than we're dealing with right now. But guess what we still did? We still built churches. We still built schools. We still built businesses and families and communities and a culture strong enough to survive it. So yeah, racism is what? It's ugly. It's ugly as hell, but systematic damage dressed up as compassion is worse. And that's all the Democrats have gave us. And that's why the automatic Black vote for the Democrat isn't so automatic as it used to be. You understand? That doesn't mean that Black folk are going to jump off the Democrat plantation and jump off the Republican plantation overnight. That's not what it means. It means Democrats can't keep yelling racism and expect the conversation to end. More Black people are starting to say, hey, hold on, we heard that before. What else you got? Okay? Now, let's go ahead and dig a little deeper. Now, see, there's something that we need to talk about. Black family, I need you to step up. Listen to me. See, what we're looking at right now, this is a great separation inside of Black America that folk don't really understand. Somebody type great separation. Something that most people don't do that we do. We don't necessarily separate ourselves by race, education, so on and so forth. We don't do that in the Black community. Just is not enough of us to do that. We don't do that. We don't do it. We had to stay together, whether you poor, rich, whatever. We had to stay unified on our Blackness. But see, now we tired of these Pookies and Ray Rays and Shaniquas and Bum Keishas. We tired of that. We're tired of the people that make our life harder. See? We also tired of the people who want us to be led by fear and emotion and slogans and victimhood and dysfunction and groupthink. The other side is saying, no, we're going this way, and we're building families. We're protecting our children. We're building, we're making money. We're buying property. We're starting businesses. We're thinking for ourselves. We're not asking permission from Democrats, activists, feminists, celebrities, and none of these so-called black leadership class. We're not asking permission. So Democrats understand what's happening. Black people don't have to love Trump to like some of what Trump does. Black people don't have to become a damn Republican to reject the Democratic plantation. We can sit on the couch. Somebody type couch in the chat room. Somebody type we're resting in the chat room. Black people don't have to keep pretending that people destroying the culture are the same people qualified to lead it. And that's the truth. And this is the great separation inside of Black America. It's going on right now. And the reason a lot of Black people don't believe what I'm saying is because they don't hear the side of real people. Don't believe what I'm saying because they don't hear what's going on this side of Black America. They don't hear from Black people who are married and working and raising children and paying mortgages and running businesses, going to church, sending their kids to school, buying land, investing money, and trying to build something. The question should be, why don't we hear from them? Huh? The reason we don't hear from them is because the lower class, the loudest, most dysfunctional segment of Black America was allowed to become the public face and the public voice of the Black community. Now, how did that happen? Huh? Some say, well, it was the media. The media did it. They say hip hop did it. They say, reality TV did it. Some say the Democrats did it. Some say white-owned media did it. Lately, y'all been saying social media did it. Some say Black people failed to create separation between productive Black America and dysfunctional Black America. And honestly, people, this is what they say. They say rap music, street culture became the voice. They said people doing well are minding their business, and while the loudest people are going viral. People listen to, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Shout out to Melvina McDonald. Thank you so much. Hell, you got some people who say successful Black people. You know that 45 plus 9% of us, successful Black people, 54% of Black people successful, middle class or rich. They say we not really Black. That's what they're saying. I want y'all to listen to that. They saying people with worse outcomes are authentically Black. That's basically what they're saying. That's a problem. But here's the truth. Poor, dysfunctional Black people don't speak for the rest of us. They may be loud. They may be visible. They may be viral. They may be useful to the media companies and politicians and activists and rappers and podcasters and entertainment executives. But they don't represent the whole Black community. And the numbers prove it. In 1959, do I have to tell y'all this again? The official poverty rate for Black Americans was 55.1%. Back then, poverty really did describe most of Black America. Most of Black America was in poverty. But that's not where we are anymore. By 2022, it fell to 17.1%. That means the majority of Black America are middle class, upper middle class, or rich. So you can't keep treating Black America like we're poor and stupid and illiterate. The majority of Black America does not need subsidies and welfare. Nor are we ignorant. That's outdated. You're lying now. We literally flipped the script. Now, again, Black people are still behind white people in wealth and home ownership and inheritance and business ownership. I'm not pretending otherwise. But hell, they had a 400-year head start. Why wouldn't they be? Again, 46% of Black Americans were middle income and 9% were upper income in 2022. Y'all hear that? That's 56% of Black people over on the other side. You understand what I mean? What does that say? The census reported that 195,000 Black-owned employed businesses generated $211 billion annually. Does that sound like a group of poor people to you? Again, stop comparing yourself to white folk. They had a 400-year head start. Compare yourself to the rest of the Black people. These Black businesses alone employ 1.6 million people. So the poor, loud, reckless, dysfunctional segment of Black America doesn't get to speak for us anymore. They are not the majority. They're just overexposed. And that's why this great separation is happening.